All right. How are you doing, Sandy? I think the gaps between drivers through quality is going to be minimal at best. You look through all the names on this grid, and there's not one that is a clear front runner or a clear bottom feeder. It is just stacked from top to bottom. I think the I think the split through quality would probably be no more than 1.1 seconds between P1 and P19. I could see it, but somebody get the wrong lap in or just miss one corner and it could be downhill. There it is, and it's one of the Mercedes cars. Got letter P going out of the. Good lord, I can't use words. Letter P coming out of the pits, as well as one of the Mercedes ahead of him. It's Milo or Milos. Yep. Oh yeah. Coming around into turn 3, just a bit not taking all the track. Comes around, gets tight off of 5. Good lord, I'm bad with this. Finishes sector 1 purple. Go on, sorry. It was provisional pole, the 26822. Absolutely. Very wide. And very wide and invalidated is that his lap. Mertz improves to a 26.907, putting him just under a tenth behind Maddie for provisional pole. E-Boy getting rear end stepping out after club corner, ruining what could have been a fantastic lap and putting him on a provisional pole. Darkened half a second up on his lap as he comes around final corners into club, and let's see where he puts himself. Looking to be a great time. Puts himself P3. couple of the Williams drivers on the back stretch. Maddie on an out lap, and you have Letter on an out lap as well. Ghost Rider comes around the final couple of corners to go 27-0 for P6. Not at the moment. I am working on that real quick. Give me one moment here. Making sure it's not anything on my end. Looks like we're all good. Brian just about to start his lap as we catch him crossing the line to start. Down in P13 as he comes around Abby. Nice and tight to the apex of 2, getting into the braking zone of 3. Catching the apex and using just a little bit of the curb on the exit of 5. Opening the rear wing as we go down the first of 2 DRS straights, ending sector 1. It is only half a tenth of improvement as we come into Luffield and Brooklyn. Catching up on one of the Williams cars up ahead. Getting out of the way. Let me check that here a moment. Apologies for the issues that we're having with comms. Brian did invalidate his lap to Megan and Beckett, so unfortunately we didn't get to see the end of that lap. As we catch up to Jeerbot, who is jumping into the pits. Sam coming down the hangar straight. And not a problem. only for mine. With just under 2 minutes to go, everybody's leaving the pits, getting their final runs in as the track is rubbered up, and we're at the best possible surface for putting down a fast lap. Right now, 26.583 is our pole position by letter P, with Mertz and Mercedes right behind them, followed by Daniel Starr in the Alpine. Williams are looking to be a strong team in Tier 2 as they have P1 and P4 at the moment. Alpine not far behind P3 and P5. Few boys in the pits, not entirely sure why they'd still be in there, but the Williams of letter P has gone in. Very possible. First driver to come through on a hot lap for the final runs of quali. Little Sheldon as Sam gets a five place grid penalty for collision with Brian. That'll drop him down to P20 regardless at the moment. As we go, Little Sheldon P2. The other McLaren of John O going P6. As we catch a battle cat coming around the final corner, he puts himself up to P9. Haas Blur's P10. Tetris not able to improve on his time as we catch up with the Williams of Maddie as he only goes P5. Scotty coming around setting his final lap and does not improve his position as we catch to Ghost Rider, the next car to set a hot lap. And he improves from P13 to P5. Excellent lap. So after the end of quali, our pole position has gone to letter P with a 26.5. McLaren of Sheldon not far behind, only a hundredth of a second between the Williams and the McLaren. Mertz and the Mercedes P3. Rip the fill in for Sauber. An unfortunate penalty for Sam. Doesn't do anything to him as he still ended up qualifying only P20. But the final gap between P1 and P5 was 1.5 seconds. It's going to make for a very exciting race considering the top three are less than half a tenth between each other. Welcome, Janice. How are we doing? As we wait for Janice to get hooked up here, as we watch the cars go around the circuit of Silverstone. In the formation lap, getting their brakes and tires warmed up as Rip goes into the runoff of turn 3, assuming he is working on getting his tires up to temp. Also, possibility he's trying to put himself at the rear to hold up the cars up front longer to let their tires cool down. Yeah, it's clicked on. It's clicked on. We'll pull up the tires for the starting grid. Letter P on the softs. Battle Cat, William, Dark and Shadows, and Milos on the softs. And Sam with the drive-through penalty as a jump shot as the cars get off and away they go. A run down to turn 1. As Letter P has a clear advantage up front as Sheldon is being closely followed by Mertz in the Mercedes. Mertz has a look up the inside. Gets pushed a little wide by Sheldon as they go through 4 and into 5 and down the first DRS straight. No DRS on the first lap. Sheldon going defensive, trying to hold off Mertz. And the Mercedes does get ahead of the McLaren. Letter P with almost a full second gap now to P2. Those softs paying dividends in the first lap so far, as now that gap is over a second. Milos well off the pace on the softs down there. I wonder if he got caught up in an incident. The rest of the grid tightly placed. And good lord, what a massive impact for Rip into the final, or the barrier off of turn 1. Or not turn 1, the final turn. Rip out, and that's a VSC after the first lap of racing. The Aston Martin of Williams is out of the race as well. Not sure what happened there, just the pop-up of him being out of the race, as our top 3 after the first lap is Letter P, Mertz, and Ghost Rider. And in the moment while we have this VSC, we are changing over due to the comms issues. We're going to end the stream and start it here in just a moment. Hopefully this will fix our issues with the sound and mics from everybody. So we'll be back in just a moment.